Well, I've seen Jim. I've seen Tucker. Cudlow's back. I haven't seen Shepard jump out of the bushes yet. I don't know what's quite going on with that one. Let's see what's going on. Maybe they just took a vacation. Maybe he's coming back on tonight. Who knows? We're in it. We just got done with Jim talking about Ford and Tesla. Which short's better there? And I mean, relatively speaking, you could look at those lines and say, other than a dip right here, the shorts on these things lagging on certain numbers to come over to the S&P fund, FANG stocks. So there's an anti-up equation of just free fall like this. Gypsy Acre coming in 9.8.
Needs a parachute.
And what
Customer 360.
let me explain here. What that becomes when you look at why the upside down on this, so if you only leave 4 or 5 stocks as the major main FANG stocks, but that's the investment club's standard model for gravity field theory, right? It's like these are metrics. If you don't know how to use Apple stock, you're in trouble. There's a bandwidth. There's something in that. So when you're into that and you look at the long game of those things, there's certain macro micro wave functions on there that bang for that short. And you look at Ford on the EV market for what the ramp is and what kind of vehicle they got running. EV. There's the Feynman diagram, right? Wavy, the bar. You do it like this, and then on the negative matrix of this thing on here doing this at this distance at this line over 0. Different here, obviously. This one's a little different.
Google parent company Alphabet and Salesforce, they largely
you get back over to why,
large,
still running that
there.
play has a
But
bigger
the next
index
year,
there, catching
included
short
names like
on
Uber
similar
and
parallel
MasterCard
markets, your
that helped
Doge,
drag
your
returns last year.
unstable
Of
coins
course,
by
equity-focused hedge funds
reality.
also go
I mean, if
short.
it's
Turns out
up
a
and
group of
down, it's not
VIP
very stable. There's
shorts
a lot
by
of
dollar
volatility
value
would be
was
another
up
term. And if you
23%
can
last
do
year. Of
volatility,
course,
then you got
that's
voltage,
opposite of where
velocity,
investors who were betting against these names
probability,
wanted the basket
0,
to
right
go.
at the wall. And then
However,
you're
the
stretching that a
top
little bit
names
farther.
in
Now,
this
maybe
group
you do
include
have a
Tesla,
metrics.
S&P
Maybe you
Global,
got something
Moderna,
over
Bank of
experience of
America,
those
and
wave
Home
functions that
Depot.
catch the prime
You can see
pattern
there
0,
all of
1,
those
1,
dramatically
2,
outperformed the
3,
index last
and they
year.
peg
HFR
head
tallies
shoulders,
hedge
some
fund returns
diagram,
year-to-date through November.
differential,
We should be getting those
twice
December
a day.
soon,
It's
which
math.
encompasses both the long and the short side. That number was about 10% for equity funds, less than half the S&P. Again, that's year-to-date through November.
And so again, you watch them come out here, Jim, and you give somebody from the hedge broker model that, well, what's your guys' pick? Amazon and Facebook. Now you look at those two numbers. There's a 1 degree, and no matter what you do, if you catch it at the low on Amazon, but it's a rock, and it usually comes in like somebody's knowing Amazon's going to drop at the bottom of those things, and then they peg real hard. Now let's look at Meta on Facebook for a moment. What is the anti-up about what's going down here? The bottom limit of running Facebook stock is a calculus as well, square root of -1. If the calculus come over H, cross some line to U, then, well, it's a deep subject. Really philosophy, engineering,
on the other hand, so many
wave
stocks
function.
got blasted, so you would have thought there was more opportunity on the short side outside of, really good companies like Home Depot if that was a crowded short.
That's right. And
well, the question really is, like, when's the last time I had them bust out the compass?
It used to be
and
all
run
about delivering alpha. You
radiance
invest
on
with
wave.
us, we make these
There's
concentrated,
map with
risky
little
bets
wings
in order
here,
to
wings
outperform
here.
the market. And there are certainly still funds out there that have
what
been
do you
able
got,
to accomplish that in 2021. But
New
there are these
York's
popular
Great
bets,
Lakes,
excluding
COVID
what we
level in the
saw
curve,
with the VIP
regional
basket
for
and a lot
Como.
of the large tech names.
That
but there
would
were
be
popular bets in
the
kind of
spot.
the China tech
I think
space.
mine's like
There were
a
popular
tungsten
bets
rod
with some
eye.
of the smaller and mid-cap names that really missed the mark in
bunny.
2021. They
You're
didn't deliver that
not
alpha
doing the
that
math.
a lot of fund managers were thinking that they might. And so,
like I said, when you do the diode, it's like photon diode. Diode is this little simple. It's a resistor. That is about as close you get to a wire without being a wire. Feynman diagram for the schematics on the electrical engineering schematics for what it does. And if you have to M3, or you want to start 0 to the Feynman diagrams into the circuitry, do what one of these looks like with the metrics, right? Because it's going to have one of those things with the spectrums and colors on it, because what it does is actually one of them